So I'm here today to speak about the voice of our inner critic or the inner critic. We're using criticism. So what is this voice and why are we so bombarded, and why are we so stressed about this voice telling us that we are not good enough, we are not going to amount to anything, and why do we use this as a weapon against others? So why do we criticize others, and what is this dynamic that we actually use in certain contexts? So this inner critic is, I would say, it's a loud voice. For some of us, it's a really loud voice that actually acts when we feel shame, when our self-esteem it is a bit lower, and also when we have depression and other mood disorders. So this inner critic can be actually internalized by our parents or from our parents or caregivers when we had like a really punitive type of relationship, when we were actually criticized a lot when we were a child. We just take that voice and make it our own, because it is actually that type of voice that is known to us. So it's familiar to us, it's familiar to us, and we constantly use it and abuse it. Of course, we abuse also this inner critic, because we put ourselves down by saying, I cannot do this, this is much too much for me, and we somehow make other people's lives also hell by actually not being there, not being present with them, and not being responsive to their needs also. So let's just get back to this inner critic. It can be very harsh and debilitating, of course. And why do we use this as a weapon? Well, as I said, if it was very known to us in our childhood and as we grew up, well, we tend to use it and abuse it, because this is the familiar voice that we know, and we saw that it was actually applied to us. So we did made our own. And when you have an environment where it is pretty hostile, then we tend to replay these scenarios over and over again with our partner, with our spouses, with our friends and family systems. So it is like a vicious cycle, that keeps repeating. We feel badly about it, maybe some of us, but there is a gain here. I would say there is a gain here. Like, I would ask this question: what is my gain here by using this negative voice against myself and against others, by putting others down and by criticizing myself? what do I gain? Maybe I have like this false sense of control, and maybe I need this false sense of control in order to to be able to feel a sense of safety. But this is a perceived safety also, only a perceived safety from my perspective, because it is your body and your nervous system cannot be feeling safe when you are actually being hostile to yourself or to other people. It cannot be safe, so it actually recreates that past experience when in order to just protect myself, I'm criticizing myself and others, because it's much more easier to criticize myself, and it's much more safer to criticize myself than to be criticized by others. So I actually put myself down in the first place, so it hurts a bit less when others actually criticize me. So you see, this is a pattern. This is a dynamic that actually keeps on repeating, because how do we actually just stop it? Well, you activate your observer in you and see, oh, so I do want to use this. Critic. I do want to be guided by this inner critic. I do want to criticize others. Why do I want to criticize others? Why do I want to criticize others? Why do I need to criticize others in this moment? So by putting these questions, by making an unconscious choice conscious, you actually get to rewrite your story. How? Well, by shedding light on this aspect. That change only happens when we actually focus on the pattern and on the dynamic and make it conscious. From unconscious, from the autopilot, from the automatic process, we make it conscious. So we make it work. We make it work. We find that solution for that pattern. So I wish you gentle and kind words and gentle and kind thoughts, because for some of us it's a pretty harsh world that we live in, with a lot of critique, with a lot of hostility. And I wish your inner critic a more peaceful representation, a more peaceful way to manifest itself. I wish you nothing but good health. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye.